Hi everyone, Kelt here. So is Meghan now on the next to the last rung of the ladder in her bid to be Queen of the world? The latest talk about her friendship with Kamala Harris has got people wondering just how close they actually are. Meghan never said a word back in November on the election result and has stayed quiet ever since. Back then, it was being said just how much the two women had in common, including a shared admiration for one another. It has been suggested that the admiration would have been one-sided, that it would have been Meghan admiring Kamala and Kamala politely saying something positive about Meghan, but without any real interest, as she would have more important things to think about, rather than a former Duchess who seems to have her name in all the headlines, but for all the wrong reasons. Or maybe they do have more in common than we think. Royals are supposed to stay totally unbiased regarding politics. Meghan has not in the past, but it seems recently she has been keeping a little quiet regarding this. It is said that the only thing they have in common is their similar physical looks and their similar method of rising through the ranks to where they are now. Both are passionate about their causes and both seem to jump the gun when it comes to their position. And by that, I'm referring to Kamala's recent slip-up, where she said that her husband would be the first guy, rather than the first lady. Surprising that they would be friends, because they both seem to be fiercely ambitious and wanting to be number one, and there can only be one number one. The latest now is that Kamala is said to be making an appearance on Meghan and Harry's Archewell podcast on Spotify. It's being said that it could just be a one-off collaboration to promote shared aims and interests before Kamala becomes too busy to enter into enterprises with someone like Meghan. So basically it's implying that they are using each other to make an impact before Kamala can no longer rub shoulders with the lesser people like Meghan. Maybe it's Kamala just being nice, giving Harry and Meghan a bit of acknowledgement and a leg up before they drift off into obscurity. Apparently, Harry has been friends with Joe Biden and his wife Jill for years, and he and Meghan were said to be emotional back in November. Meghan did say back then that she was very excited to see that kind of representation. She said that being biracial, that whether it was a doll or a person in office, and I think by that she meant whether it was a doll that she had as a child or a person in office now. Not that she thought there was a possibility of a doll being in office. I digress. She said back then that you need to see someone who looks like you in some capacity. And then she said, as many of us believe, you can only be what you can see. I totally disagree. I think Meghan says that because she is the mistress of mimicry, the princess of plagiarism, the duchess of duplicity, and whatever else rhymes appropriately. So it's getting very cosy. Next we will have the Bidens dropping in to play with Archie. Just wait, and we'll have the photos, carefully enhanced. Can't wait. Now the Express is saying that Meghan is tipped to cause trouble for the royal family with, and I quote, best buddy, unquote, Kamala Harris. I think that Meghan would love to be best buddies with her, but I personally doubt that would happen. I think it will be a brief connection and collaboration which would be of interest to the media and obviously would be a nightmare for the royal family, but won't last, not with any level of intensity anyway. There might be a mutual respect, albeit from a distance, but most of the connection will probably be elaborated upon and forever referred to by Meghan. The papers are saying that Meghan may establish an alliance so that the two can become best buddies. No pressure then. So we have Meghan's PR pushing this narrative just like she has done with alleged invites from the Queen, etc. In other words, it's not going to happen. What do you think? Is this just Meghan pushing for a friendship, or do you think they could genuinely develop a friendship between them? Or is it all just theatrics, everybody using everybody else? Nothing much happened with Meghan's alleged friendship with Michelle Obama. In fact, it seemed that Michelle Obama was keen to disassociate with Meghan when Meghan burst in on her book signing when she was in London a couple of years ago. It still baffles me why a prince would be in awe of rock stars, actors and politicians. But Harry obviously is, and maybe we'll see more stuff put out in the media by Harry and Meghan's team, suggesting invitations to various presidential functions. It all seems to be a big show, and Meghan has the role of her life. For what reasons, I don't really know yet. Other articles have said that Harry and Meghan have made a huge error regarding their Megxit, and that quitting social media will be a death trap for their brand. Brand expert Eric Schiffer warned that it would be a mistake for them to avoid social media. He questions they are not comfortable putting themselves out there if they believe in their choices. Only question is whether they are sending a message that they can't bear to hear what we have to say. He then says that both of which is a death trap for a brand that is trying to be an entertainment brand. He then says that they could be avoiding social media due to the mixed reactions from royal fans regarding their decision to step back from the monarchy. He talks about the public's opinion that they were disrespecting the monarchy. So are they going to try and use the Bidens and Kamala Harris to try and help their branding? And more importantly, will the Bidens and Kamala Harris have any knowledge of Harry and Meghan using them until they see it in the papers? And then how would they handle it? Let's have your comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye. Please subscribe. Ding my bell for more alerts for more videos. Like if you liked it and share. Bye.